and welcome back to MommieTalk. This is where I like to talk about my life and all things mommy. And today, Cody and I guess Zuko is going to be joining us for a Q&A video. We went ahead and put it out there that we were doing a Q&A video for you guys to submit your questions and have us answer them. So that's what we're going to be doing right now. Alright, so let's just go ahead and jump right into it. Okay, so the first question is, how do you guys make time for each other?
We don't. My day includes getting up in the morning, getting the kids ready for school, getting them to school, going to work, coming home, making dinner, getting the kids in bed before passing out, trying to get one of the kids in bed, and sometimes we'll here on the weekends in between trying to keep the house clean. So
I help with that stuff. Okay,
sometimes.
he doesn't do that all by himself. Okay, I actually am responsible for like 90% of the cleaning since I'm home, and you know, I always try. I don't always succeed, but I do always try to have dinner at least, if not ready by the time he comes home, then at least like started by the time he comes home, so that it, you know, we can get the kids to bed at a decent time. But I do give Cody credit in the fact that I'm not the only one that does make dinner. He does make dinner for us on occasion, so. You know, it really, we tend to take turns with that kind of stuff, I'd say. So, you know, we're very, you know, I think we're very much partners when it comes to parenting and to trying, you know, juggling responsibilities. Sorry if my voice sounds really weird. I'm just getting over a cold, so it might sound a little bit raspy. And sorry about the lighting in here. We've got really hard lighting in our house. If you've been following us for a while, you know that. So, anyway, on to the next question. Okay. What's your favorite Christmas memory from your childhood?
I have no idea.
Okay, my favorite Christmas memory from my childhood was, I actually have two. So the first one, I must have been probably like 14 years old. My mom and grandpa decided to secretly go in on a gift together, and it was a trampoline. What they did was they ended up cutting out the picture of the trampoline that the trampoline box came in, and they cut out the picture from the box, and then they wrapped that up. Initially, what we thought it was just like this random picture of like this family. We were trying to figure out exactly what it was for, and so we were like, oh, you know, thank you for this picture, that's really nice of you, and we were trying to be like super polite about it. And then, you know, because they were so excited to give us this gift, and they were like waiting for us. This was supposed to be like our big gift, so it was the last present that we were allowed to open. And then when we opened it, we're like, oh my gosh, thank you for this random picture of people. And then they're like, what is it of? And we're like, family members? I don't know. And they're like, what are they jumping on? And we're like, a trampoline. And then all of a sudden you could tell that me and my sister, it just clicked. And then we just like screamed and threw our arms around each other, and we just started like jumping up and down. We're like, oh my gosh, we're getting a trampoline! Because that was like a super big deal back then. And then my other favorite Christmas memory was my junior year of high school, and my mom gave me the gift of signing me up for dance lessons, and that's really been a big influence on my life. So the next question is, what Christmas traditions have you made together? I don't think we've made anything particular together. Every year, Christmas has always been just like a really crazy time in our life. I think the only traditions that we necessarily have, besides like the traditions that like everybody has for Christmas, is just when I was little in my family, my mom used to let us open one gift on Christmas Eve, and it was always a new pair of pajamas. And I've always really liked that tradition, so I think that's something that we like to carry on with our own kids. So I think that would be really the only tradition that
we still do that every year.
Yep. So, next question. Who can hold their breath the longest? I don't know. Probably you. So let's go ahead and try. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Okay. Were you cheating? Are you cheating? I I guess Cody. Next question is, what are some of your pet names for each other? We're really unoriginal. I usually just call them like babe or baby or sweetie.
Sugar Pie Honey Bun.
Yeah.
And Honey Bunches of Oats.
That's true. I call him Honey Bunches of Oats, and he calls me Sugar Pie Honey Bun. What is our favorite memory with each one of our kids? That's a hard one.
Yeah.
I don't think I have a particularly favorite memory with each kid. I mean, unless you count like the day that they were born. I don't think I have a particularly favorite memory with each kid. I just think that, I have lots of good memories with each of them, so nothing that I could really name off the top of my head, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think so either. There were a couple moments I find hilarious. Most of them are pictures or something. It's mainly it. It's because I don't have a very good memory, but there are some pictures that are some of my favorite pictures of the boys.
Yeah.
But particular memories, not really.
Where do you guys want to travel together, with kids and without kids?
I really want to visit Tokyo. I've been wanting to visit Tokyo for some time, and I've also wanted to visit the Japanese countryside as well. Yeah. I really want to go back to Seattle, where I pretty much grew up.
I think for me too, I agree with pretty much everything that Cody just said, but I think at this point, to kind of answer the question is, I don't really see myself traveling anywhere without my kids necessarily. There isn't like a set expectation of like a place that I want to go, like, oh, I wish I could go on this vacation without the kids. Like, if we went on a vacation without the kids, then maybe, I'm sure that would be nice, but there isn't, like, a place that I'm like, oh, I wish I could go to this place, but, like, just me and you, or just by myself or something. Because at this point, like, the kids are just so integrated into our lives. There's not anywhere in the world that I would want to go that I wouldn't also want them to see. Next question. Are we really having 8 kids?
No. Next question.
Probably not. The next question is, are you going to get a dog?
Yes. Next question.
That depends.
No, that's happening. And I will get rid of you to get the dog if I have to. Next question.
The reason I say depends is because I am highly allergic to dogs. I'm highly allergic to pretty much every animal that has fur. I am currently taking allergy shots right now. Approximately after 5 years of being on them, my immunity should be built up enough to hopefully maybe consider that possibility in the future. Okay. Who sleeps more, Cody or Sarah? I would have to agree with that. I mean, right now, we don't get a lot of sleep, really at all, but on the side of who does get more sleep is probably me.
Yeah.
So I would have to agree with that. Next question, salty or sweet?
Sweet.
That really depends for me. It really depends on my mood. I cannot answer that. It's really based on any particular, given moment. So, it just really depends on the day and the time and what I've already previously eaten. Next question. Is marriage in the future for you guys?
Get off of Facebook, Mom. Next question.
I think that it probably is. It's just, if we do it, we're going to do it when we're ready. And
my whole philosophy on marriage is I've never been that big of a fan of marriage in general, but I always said if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it once and I'm going to do it right. Even though Sarah and I have been together for so long and have 4 kids, I still don't want to just run off to the courthouse and sign a piece of paper just so we can put on our tax form that we're married. I'd rather go through the whole process of picking out rings, the engagement, planning the wedding, having a big wedding. If I'm going to do it, if I'm going to go through the experience, I would rather just do it right rather than do it quickly.
Aww. Next question is, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I have no idea.
That's very ambitious.
I've never been able to answer that question in high school when they asked, at any job interview when I've been asked. I've never been able to answer that question.
I think at this point, any plans that we've kind of attempted to make for the future have ultimately either... That can't be good. Any plans that we have planned for the future have ultimately either fallen through, or there's been a lot of unexpected events and a lot of life obstacles that life has just kind of thrown our way, and a lot of that I don't share on camera, or you guys haven't seen that or whatever, but it's just I think for the past few years we've just been kind of more in survival mode about just trying to make it through to the next day, the next week, the next month, whatever it happens to be. I think at this point it's just like we've been trying to just, we can't see into 5 years because sometimes we haven't even been able to see into like the next 5 hours. So I think it just really depends on how the next year goes, and then maybe we'll feel stable enough to maybe like plan for the future. All right, next question. Do you have any Christmas traditions? We already kind of answered that one already with the which ones do you guys have together?
Right.
So that's basically already something that we already answered. So okay, next question. Favorite dessert?
I don't have one.
I don't think I have one either. And I mean, this is just kind of how I fall with basically any of the favorites question. I just I like different things at different times. It really just depends on the scenario, the day, the situation, what I've eaten that day,
Right.
Whatever. So, okay. How long have we been dating, and what are things in our relationship that we agree on and disagree on? We've been dating 9 years in May. Mm-hmm. We've been dating since May 28th of 2008. We met in high school, and we've been together ever since. I don't really think that there's much that me and Cody don't agree on. I mean, pretty much we agree on almost anything, or almost everything. Like, our parenting styles are pretty much aligned. We both agree on how we want to raise our kids. We both agree on, from a political standpoint, we're both very much in agreement. Religious, ideas, we have very much the same ideas on religion and faith and spirituality. Morality, we basically have the same morals when it comes to what we think is right and wrong. So, I mean, in that way, we're very cohesive and
except for on a place to live. I loved living in Seattle.
Okay.
Or near Seattle.
Yeah.
But I can never move back there if we're together because she can't take rainy weather well at all.
That is true. That's the one thing that we kind of,
She wants to go to California where it's bright and sunny all the time. I want to go to Seattle where it's a little bit cooler and it rains every once in a while. Once in a while, I mean like all the damn time.
Yeah.
And she doesn't like damp, rainy places, and I don't like blazing sunshine.
I just want more space around me, and I don't like. That's the reason I don't know if I necessarily would like city living, because most of the houses are very like right next to each other, cookie cutter houses, and your yards are small. Having lived in small places basically my whole life has made me actually like not like that, because it's just made me feel kind of claustrophobic. So I think maybe that is kind of like the only thing that we disagree on, is like I want more open space, and not necessarily like country living, but I want not necessarily like city living either. Weather-wise, I really dislike the constant overcast and the constant cloudiness, because I need sunshine for like my mental health. So, but other than that, I think we
agree on pretty much everything else.
Yeah, we pretty much agree on everything else. So
yeah,
go us, go team. All right, and then the last question that we have is, what are each other's worst habits? Okay, I can totally start. Can I start on this one? Okay, it's things that you do that drive me nuts. Don't squeeze the toothpaste from the bottom of the tube. You just squeeze it right from the middle. I hate that. You leave your beard trimmings all over the sink when you trim your beard. I hate that. You never put clothes in their designated hampers. We each have a hamper for like each of us, and he just throws like random clothes in random hampers, and I hate that. I don't know. I can't think of anything else right now. Okay, go ahead. What are my worst habits?
This is a trick question, and I'm not going to continue down this line.
No, you have to say it.
I have to nothing.
This is a question and answer.
I plead the fifth on all regards. You're perfect.
Aww. You're not going to say anything? What is it that I do that bothers you?
It's okay. It's okay.
I don't think there is anything. You've never told me anything.
Yup. It's because there's nothing there. Thanks everyone for watching.
Alright, well, I guess that's all we have. Thanks to everyone who submitted a question for us to ask. If you guys have any other questions, I'm always up for answering any questions that you guys might have. So just go ahead and leave them in the comment section down below. Make sure that you guys are hitting that like button. The more you like our videos, the more relevant we become, and so make sure you're clicking that like button, subscribe if you aren't already, share with your friends, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, bye guys!